Ikki, and this is a weird video. It's just that I was thinking, since we've known the Pure Sisters, well, the Fruit Sisters, we've known Poison and Pure Plasma Fruit for the whole of the first generation. They were really close to Spear, and their house is inadequate. There's not enough room. There are too many people in the house. And, like, I did fix a couple things when the kids were little, but since they're a family that we see occasionally, I wanted to maybe fix their house. So I pushed play on them because it's a giant household and I want to see how to sort them out. And so I'm looking, and I found, of course, a scandal, and I have to share. So I'm going to go back to the house thing in a second, but first, like, I haven't seen everybody's. But I'm like, okay, so the kids, Adonis, Josiah, and Ramiro, these are all Pure's kids. They've had kids. Oh, cute. They have grandbabies. We got Enzo Wafer, Catalina? No, there's no N. I don't know, maybe. Sawyer, Ramiro, Shauna, Myra. Now, these are not triplets, but it's interesting that they all have the same last name. So maybe Josiah needs to consider being with his partner. I'll look at that in a second. But what I was looking at, I think I actually clicked on Josiah, yeah, and thought that it was like, oh, okay, so that's his dad, right? That's also his dad. Did we get all of them from him? Yes. Okay. So all the kids are related to him. And we want Adonis. He married Ultramarine. So their dad married Ultramarine, and these kids are also Ultramarines. But what I found was, that's weird. So this is your stepsister, but didn't I already see that child in Adonis's as his child? Do we got it? Yeah. Adonis's child is his stepmother's child. Ultramarine, our friend from work, slept with her own stepson. What? I knew she liked to party, but this is messed up. And sure, Adonis is a vampire and lives forever. And these guys are gonna kick it. It's messed up. I still gotta sort these people out and figure out who's staying in this house that I'm going to build. But I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot more issues. Okay, so Cherry Blossom, are you single? Yes. And you've had all of his kids? Maybe you? Oh, you're Willow's sister. Willow's that mean girl. So Cherry, Merlot's child, may need to move out with Josiah, since they have 3 kids together of different ages. So these two could have been twins. And then they had Sawyer. Charlie is... How? Oh, it's an adoption situation. I see. So it's one of those weird adoptions. I don't like those. I know it's the mod and they're just doing it to... But I don't like it. The random other parent. I was originally going to do this as a build with me situation, but ended up needing quiet build. At first, I was only going to do the outside because it was kind of driving me crazy, especially trying to use purple colors because that's what the girls' colors are. But I got that. So here is the house. So it's going to end up as a walkthrough now. Everything is done. I think it turned out pretty well, but I did use a lot of packs. It's going to cost $185,240 is what it costs right now. I don't know what the gallery cost will be yet, but we have a little front porch with our purple plants. Here is our entryway. I tried to make it look like it's for them and all the hundreds of kids that lived here. That they occasionally have non-vampire visitors, and some of the kids were human. So they do have some things that would be more for taking care of those kids. Of one staircase there, there's a little closet in here. And through here is another staircase, and one of my doors has gone missing. Of course it has. When did I mess that up? How have I got over this like a million times and never realized things were missing like that? I say things. It's one archway. It used to be a door. I like the archway better. So this is the living room parlor thing. We have a reading lounge, a whole ton of chairs, the painting TV. The painting TV. In here is the library. There are books. We have a music loving sim who actually really likes the organ. Uh, the fact that he chose that and is a vampire is hilarious to me. Very on point. I also gave them a typewriter. Because, aesthetics. We have a dining room, which is where they eat their, which is where they have their human friends eat. And not any other combination of those words. We have a pantry where I, of course, stashed the fridge. And they say that's purple, and I know it's like a really, really light, pale purple, but it doesn't look purple. I need more purple. And not the fridge that costs 12,000, 14,000. Right, 12,000 is after you've had it. Because my builds are expensive enough. Here's the kitchen. I made sure they had food bowls in case they adopt a pet because, neighborhood stories. I do have them turned off for having more children as they currently have human children in the world. And I would like to lower the amount of repeats in the family tree, if you get my drift. I actually really like this little section here. And the fact that these lights match so well to the wallpaper. There's just a storage closet in here. Got some boxes, some food. I would probably put laundry in here, but since it's for a non-played family, I only put a ironing board, so it seemed like they might do laundry. And there is a little back porch here off the kitchen, but there's not much there. So upstairs, using either staircase, brings you into the hallway. This is the room for Adonis. And I tried to keep the room to fit the Sims a little bit. He's very Adonis. Just that name. He's into fitness. He likes wearing a gray bathrobe like all the time with his chesticles all out. So he has a little Machino closet. Moschino? There's a mirror, not that he can see himself. He's a vampire, but he can pretend. And I like the way these windows turned out together. This is the new bistro kit, and these are from For Rent because I there aren't enough windows for curves that look good. So it took forever for me to figure out what to do with this. It's also got the Tamarani wood wall from For Rent behind it. So it all blends a little better. And that's the castle trim. Alright, back to the bedroom tours. So in here is Pure. And what is her sister's name? Oh my god. But Pure is the one who always has a white top and is lighter colors, the nicer one. The one that's Pure's like best girlfriend. So I tried to keep hers more light purples. Over here, this is was it Josiah or Elijah? I can't remember. He's the musician one. He likes blue. And this lighting is kind of washing this out a little bit. But like he's got blue lighting and everything in some corners, which kind of make the discs glow. He's also got a violin, the piano, a record player. Over here is the evil sister, who is always wearing the full-on vampire dress. So I went a lot more Vampire's Pack with her, and because her room is darker, we can't really see it. And here is the other son I keep mixing up with the other son. He likes art, and he is the human one in the house. There were more kids. There is Michelle and an adopted daughter. Uh, we just met her with Lingen. She showed up at the school. I cannot remember her name right now. My brain is clearly gone from all the building. But our little artist, I figure, is going to move out. So he has just a single bed in this little, clearly used to be a nursery room. They just started packing kids anywhere. But there are a couple who moved out. Here's the bathroom. Yes, the bathroom. There is only one. They're vampires. They're fine. I made sure to put enough stuff in here to simulate that this was a full house. But I didn't want to clutter to the max, you know? Because that can make houses run poorly. And then there is this ladder that comes all the way up here, which is where they keep their coffins. Each with a rug. So right now there are only 4 vampires in the house. 1 human, and then 2 have moved out with their own children. And I have, for them, You can just barely see it. Recolored a couple of houses that I already had, and I went through and added and took away things to put those in the not so berry world. And they all get their houses for free because I'm not playing with them. But that's it. I'm gonna go get everyone moved in. I think I have all of the web of the families untangled. Mostly. I'll be careful not to accidentally delete anyone. I gotta push play and actually go into the house to do it. I'm gonna put this one here on the gallery if you want it. I don't like that lighting. There we go. That looks better to me. Sure. You can't really see. It does have plenty of space and spare coffins, so I'll leave that there. I probably could have given that a better name now that I've already pushed the button, completely forgetting I meant to do that. But it's on the gallery. It costs way too much money. It's got 5 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. I It is a 1890s floor plan. I can confirm that it looks nothing like the drawing of the house uh that they had for it. So we're going to say loosely based. The floor plan is almost identical, but the exterior and execution is not. It's got my hashtag, and I went ahead and hashtagged it. I went ahead and hashtagged it vampires in case that'll be easier, but I don't think so. Probably just easier to scroll through mine. And that's it. I'm done with another build. I hope you enjoy it. Bye bye!